It's middle of the week, Wednesday, time for our video follow through. I'm Pastor Fred Hoover, and I am here talking about your focus. Like, what do you focus on? Focus is really important because I know a lot of times, especially when I'm tired, it's hard for me to focus. And when things happen in your life, particularly if it's a lot of different things at the same time, isn't that what normally happens? It's never just one little thing. It's always a whole bunch of little things or a whole bunch of big things. And it's hard to focus on Jesus when all those things are kind of going crazy around us. And so Hebrews tells us that we should look to Jesus. So we run this race, and that's what the previous verse says in Hebrews 12. And again, this is where Scripture is so important to kind of bring it all together, because the writer of Hebrews in verse 1 says, hey, we're surrounded by this cloud of witnesses, and so we put aside the sin that entangles us, and we run the race. And as we're running it, we don't look back, right? Like most runners will tell you, you can't look back. Because the race isn't back there. The race is ahead of you. So you got to look at like what's ahead. So get a focal point, get something to focus on. And the writer of Hebrews says it's Jesus. He's the one who is the founder and the perfecter of our faith. So he gave us faith. He's the one that died for us. He's the one that rose for us. He had the perfect track record, no pun intended, right? He had the perfect life given for our lives. In fact, it says that for the joy that was set before him, he endured even the cross. Right? So he said, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to die and I'm going to suffer for them. He's going to suffer for you and for me. He despised all the shame that would be heaped upon him. And again, it says that he is triumphant, right? He's seated at the right hand of the throne of God. So you have the gospel message in just a short little verse. He came with the mission, even though it required him to suffer greatly and to be despised and to endure my shame and your shame, not his. He was perfect. And so because he did all that, that's why our faith is so perfect. Not how I live out my faith, but what I trust in. That's my faith. It's him. I trust in him. Not an idea, not a philosophy, not a religion, but Jesus, who is continually working in my life. And so I can keep running the race. I can keep going, looking forward, looking at him, realizing that just as he is at that right hand of the throne of God, that he has given all of us as we run the victory. The race has been run already. We know that he won, and we know that we win because of him. So I pray that brings you peace today. I pray that shows you the strength that you have is his strength and his power and his incredible goodness that's with you as you run. So keep on praying, keep on running, keep on focusing on Jesus, the founder and perfecter of your faith. See you tomorrow for another follow-through.